All right, we are back in.
We're already hitting the game, but yeah, definitely second that shout out to Luke. All the stuff that he's done, especially for the scene and continuing to try to grow the scene. So
yeah,
props to him.
Yeah. Here we go. Phoenix, LAPD.
Earth team has taken the lead.
Oh man, the flank gets him again.
Yeah. You can see
so
the,
again, you see
the difference in speed.
That and like not getting low around that wall. They just standing straight up. They took 2 hits early.
You're talking about coming around the bottom of Switchback, heading up towards.
Yep.
Yeah. Fortress.
Yeah, they're standing straight up and just scout at the bottom was like pop pop.
Yeah.
And it was none other than Fear Turkey too. So they did put him back to scout. Ghost is back to commander. He probably got the finger guns. Hey, guess what? You're going commander this game.
Rockwood Spotlight is really good too, yeah. Little not a whole lot happening at the start of this game. Both medics are, both medics are in pretty good stead.
Down.
Yeah. But you would almost expect
playing that split resupply.
You'd almost expect the Phoenix to kind of really pressure this team, and maybe they're a little lethargic after dinner. Too much brisket.
Too much brisket. Be like, yeah, can I get a brisket with a side of brisket?
It's my favorite side of brisket. Yeah. I guess while we're in this kind of holding pattern.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, while we're in this holding pattern, Disco probably needing to go back to the resupply. He's been bested here. Needs to go back and regroup.
Fire team is behind by
he's getting pinged a lot, as you can kind of see. So Green is playing that split resup, where they have the resupply on one person sitting on that second ramp going down, and you can see Tucker hugging that right wall, knowing he can't get shot from his side. So every time they kind of see Disco standing straight up, they just ping him before he can come in down that hallway. And then it looks like they have their heavy top. Nope, Luke is actually on the second floor, so it is a scout they have at the top of the ramp. And it looks like it's Josiah. He's running back and forth setting those backtracks.
Dude's so quick. He's a prototypical kind of make for this game, I think. Tall, fit, lanky.
Yep.
He'd make an awesome disc golf player, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh man, Josiah hanging out there, waiting to come up. He runs in with the resupply, a clown car situation up there. 5 players in that small little box. Disco, though, coming back to support, though, to kick them out. Do it! I like what LAPD is doing here, where they didn't abandon the post, at the first sign of trouble with that nuke.
Yeah.
But again, you hate to see it. So Big Box, he's just pinging people off because they're not getting far enough around the wall.
Yeah.
And they're standing straight up when they're putting their phaser out. They're just like, yeah, give me doubles. And, Fear Turkey's like, free reset.
Yeah, which then puts Poopies in a precarious situation because he's, at the bottom of the switchback in that middle section, and Josiah's tall enough that he's got such a advantage for being able to just look over and ping him and keep getting the resets. Forces him in a position where he has to make a choice of either going all the way downstairs or rerunning the ramps all the way back to the top to try and get some resupply. Poopies is such a big dude, though, that, it makes it hard. It makes it hard for him to kind of stay out of the way, especially when there's so many people in the fortress.
Space Marine requesting clearance for nuclear strike.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of see here both medics were at the
Good
same
nuke.
total before that nuke. This time though, the nuke does get them out of Fortress.
Mm.
So we'll see if LAPD can regroup here. So it's most of the team's kryptonites that are kind of the traveling teams, getting kicked downstairs, not being able to reset back up, not getting the proper resupply. You see that now. They went downstairs. They haven't really filled anything downstairs. There's a couple coming through now, but again, you kind of get that sentiment. It might be a little too late. I do like the fact, though, that Manette is taking time to fill up Odom. So Odom at full 20, they're downstairs hanging out, but I would like to see the other players go down and be like, hey, can I get some doubles?
Exactly.
Close doing work here. Quickly approaching that next nuke here.
Earth team is ahead by 7,900 points.
It was pretty much both 3 hits assaulting the crap out of Red's resupply there. You see both Ghost and Mischief pinging them back and forth. Yeah, it's so tough. Like, they can't get away from them.
Once you get caught in that reset cycle, man, it's such a brutal spot to be in.
Yeah. It's tough because you know, like, you know your team hadn't came back in a while. They need it. And, you know, Manette went down there with 9 lives, quickly lost 7 in less than a minute. So, it's rough. And then Odom was full, lost 6 here in about a minute. I would like to see a Disco, like, nuke here, keep your medic alive here for a little bit, and then try to get some resupply off that nuke.
Yeah.
Requesting clearance for nuclear strike.
There it goes. And it drops.
It drops, but they get in on the resupply last second there.
All right. We've got 7 canisters of
Oh, nice missile.
Yeah, real nice. Here comes the return serve from Ghost. And he detonates.
Yep, so LAPD medic is out. So unfortunately Disco's stuck on 7, Odin's stuck on 8.
We're back to a situation where you're gonna have to try and use your ammo to conserve those lives. Yeah, as a 3-hit for anyone that doesn't know, if you manage to get resupply before your 3 hits have been taken away from you, it'll reset your hit points back to 3 when you come back up, assuming that nobody gets you while you're down. So it's a good strategy to kind of conserve lives, but also get the maximum amount of hit points available.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
It's a shame that's not on the scoreboard, actually, is the hit points for the 3 hits. You can kind of tell, again, for anyone that doesn't know, if you look at... oh, no, you can't really tell. Never mind. You can tell when you're looking at the suit. They're kind of dim.
Yeah. It is dimmer. Unfortunately, everyone's logged into the Wi-Fi streaming a movie right now on Netflix, so camera's a little rough.
Yeah,
but the lights do go way dimmer as you lose your shield.
Fire team is behind by 4,800 points.
I'm gonna need probably Fury Epic to tell everyone to get off the Wi-Fi. No.
Yeah, pretty much cleanup crew here for Loveland A. Just kind of going through the motions. I'm sure it's in the back of their mind of what they just witnessed with Cedar. They're like, okay, let's not go too crazy here. Just kind of close the game out.
Yeah.
Safely do it our way. But great job though. Like Minette was dead for about 3 minutes here, and the team really is sitting there,
Let's rock.
you know, downstairs at that point, stuck but also surviving. So
Fire team is behind by 4,500
Turn on my link to the
points.
arena speakers. Unfortunately, it causes all sorts of crazy shit to happen when we do that.
We got 7 canisters of
yeah,
steam
it's
for
basically you're being sucked into the wormholes I use. The sound just plays 1,000 times in less than a millisecond.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. First time I heard it, I was like, hey, this is kind of neat. Is this part of John Calkins' playlist?
Whoa! Good,
huge
good
game
race
by
run.
Ghost here, though.
Yeah. Clearly, the
So-
pep talk that we had with him before the round started has done wonders.
Pep talk and the Fear Turkey finger guns. You're going commander.
I'm not terrified of the Fear Turkey finger guns myself. Can't handle them. They're too epic. That went kind of about as expected. Maybe I think maybe LA Phaser Department lasted probably longer than maybe they would have if they had played this team earlier.
Yep.
Phoenix have seemed to slow down, but no, it's not necessarily detrimental. Like I don't think they're going slow. They've just slowed down a smidge. There's a
I think
difference.
that, like, yeah, once you kind of see yourself, like, in that position where you haven't lost the game yet, you're top, no one really can catch you, you do is like, okay, let's conserve a little bit of energy. And you do kind of take your foot off the gas against some of the teams. So, like, in Detroit, our team definitely did it. You know, we're not booking it across in the beginning and up your ramp before your team gets there. She's like, oh, Scythe didn't run over here, right? So you just kind of take it a little bit easier. You kind of relax a little bit more, and then in the mountain air, it definitely helps. So
Yeah.
but it's not taking teams for granted. It's just knowing like you're in a comfortable position where your standing can't really be affected.
Yeah.
So rather than taking it 1,000% serious, you're more of like 75%, and you're just having fun in the game. What's the import tax on your death that you have?
Oh, we can get it. The only place I can find it so far is at the garage station down the road. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All
Quick
right,
start.
So
Earth team has taken the lead. Fire
I like
team
the
has
delay
taken
there
the lead.
from Loveland. You see them kind of shoot each other before Green comes over, and immediately ducked on another wall, so they
Yeah.
get a shot. They are going back to that Ghost lineup, so finger guns again from Fear Turkey to Ghost. Like, hey, playing Commander again.
What a way to get told what you're up to.
Yep. Does look like Ghost got dinged for something. I want to say it was a chase over there by the tower, but
Right.
I couldn't tell for sure. Still a little bit blurry on the one camera, but yeah, so far
Earth team
game's
is
looking pretty
behind
good.
by 790 points.
Tucker's still sitting at 20 lives, so that's kind of the rough part. You see Tucker peeking out, popping shots over there,
Earth team
resupplying
has
his
taken the
team.
lead.
Controlling that ramp.
Again, yep. Again, when you have the second floor,
Your team
you
has
can do
taken the lead.
shenanigans like this.
I say we take off and nuke the entire
Quick
site
nuke,
in
yeah?
orbit.
Fist is gonna, yep. He's gonna nuke, so it does put Fear Turkey to 6, but I feel like it was more or less like, hey, let's kind of regroup. They are in the underground resupply spot. You kind of see them there coming back up the ramp, but unfortunately, they're gonna get shot in the back by Red that just came around the corner,
Yeah.
and they're about to get pincered on the ramp. Ah, man. Ah, you hate to see it. Ah.
Took him out with a heat seeker.
Just chain missiles one after another.
So brutal.
Yeah, it hurts. In those instances, though, like we are downstairs and you see like the opposing team run under that base, don't go up the ramp immediately. Like they're gonna come and just
Earth
come around the
team
corner
is
and shoot you in
trailing
the
by
back as you're running up.
4,800 points.
And in this case, their team definitely didn't communicate that the top was hot.
Sorry, did you hear that?
Requesting clearance for
The
nuclear
can opener?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Did I hear the can opener?
Yeah, this here. No, never mind.
Nope.
That's okay. That's okay.
So the liquid death can did not open as intended. It had to have a can opener. Just kidding, kids.
Always on the first go.
Come out
It's
with
fun.
a heat seeker.
Yeah, so Loveland here is doing the split resupply, so they have the medic on one side, they have the
Earth
ammo on the
team
other
is
side.
behind by 5,900
I saw
points.
Ghost take a real cheeky jump shot from this kind of position in here. Just where you can see Tucker in that bottom right hand corner. If you go step kind of closer to the corner wall, he jumped and shot down into big box, and to me that's a pretty suspect looking shot, but there's no referee that can kind of see that angle, so you can kind of get away with it. It's a tough one, that one. It's one thing that really annoys me about this arena and also the Detroit arena is stuff like that, shenanigans.
Our walls go up to the ceiling though.
Maybe not jump shots, just just some shenanigans. Stupid shit.
Okay. Scythe showing up to your ramp at the start of the game. That's the type of shenanigans that
Fire
happens
team
in
is
Detroit.
leading by
Ugh.
7,000
Like the
points.
game just started. How are you at the bottom of my own
Yeah,
ramp?
no wormholes, you jerk. Game's in a bit of calm before the storm, I think I put it at. Disco Monkey
Yeah, I
has not very many lives.
I think it's kind of what we saw the first round. They're just kind of relaxing, like
Yeah.
taking a slow approach, taking their time, not overexerting themselves. Ghost with the second penalty, ouch. But yeah, and then green, like they got pushed down for a while. They were pretty much dead to rights, a sub 5-minute game, but
Yeah.
they kind of regrouped a little bit. Loveland filling up more, so green had some time where they had a little bit of reprieve from the attack, but they didn't really get a lot of resupply off to their
Earth team
team,
is behind
even
by
with that
6,300
that time they were given.
Good
Drop the nuke, take the medic out.
yeah, good nuke drop there by Ghost. Enjoying the clarity we get from the cameras at the moment. Being able to see who's who.
It looks like player having a discussion with the ref.
You're kind of doing all right when you can stand around and have a casual yarn with the referee. But I think he may be looking for. He's asking for the referee to kind of move there. I think he was asking for a penalty too.
Yeah, it did appear so.
Yeah, I agree. When
Start getting
he
the arm motion.
Yeah, he was shooting down into it's like there's like a cubby in the kind of front left portion of the maze. I'll bring it up in the map after, but he very quickly turned to shoot someone who was down towards red base, and that shot, I don't think that shot's a legit shot. At least not in the angle that he was kind of standing at. So
yeah, some of the angles here on the second floor, and you're shooting kind of into that base there, or shooting across and down. A lot of them could get cheeky, especially when you're where the ref is, and you're like kind of looking back where the ramp is, and you see that person walking by, and you're just like, I got a tone there, boop, and you kind of raise your phaser. Yeah, it is.
Earth team
I've
is
been on
behind by
many ends of
10,000
that
points.
shot, but
Yeah.
it does suck. But it is there. Like the taller players, obviously, they don't have a problem with it. They don't have to raise their phaser up to do it.
Yeah.
So you know, Luke, Dill, Luke is notorious for sitting like on that spot and shooting when you're leaving the ramp, going the backside because you have
He's
a little
tall
bit
enough
more
to
cover.
do it.
Check your targets.
Yep,
Well, look at
legitly
Fancy.
without raising the
Come out with
phaser.
the
So,
Heatseeker.
oh man, a missile there on the snowflake.
Coda, you're
Yeah,
exactly
you're-
right. It's hard to have that second sensor visible to the opponent. As a physically inept person myself, it drives me crazy. Yeah. Just on cleanup mode here. Just Odin's Fist left in the
Fire
game.
team
It's
is
got to that
ahead by
next nuke.
14,000
I think
points.
they're gonna try and find somewhere, but I mean, it's. I'd be real surprised if they managed to launch this without getting it lost.
Yeah, he is gonna go down. It
All
looks
right,
like Luke
we
is
got
all
7
over him.
canisters of CN20. So we roll
That's
them
a
in
chase
that
by
nut
Luke.
nest.
That's real unfortunate. There doesn't seem to be. I mean, okay, so looks to be Metalface, standing there as the referee. Luke most definitely went further than the 3 meters or the 10 feet, and Odin's Fist popped out to bait Mischief into taking that shot, and and of course he did, and then the referee did nothing to. Yeah, it's a real shame. It's a real shame. Like the 0 point penalties, I think overall are a good thing for our competitive site, but in those instances, there's no like it's supposed to be on the referee to stop that particular situation from happening. Like the referees kind of have to preemptively get Luke there before he raises his gun to shoot Odin. But you know,